It was late August 2021. The warmth of the air, that breeze flowing on the grounds of NRG Stadium. The doors would open as thousands would fill the stadium. Many wearing their school colors, many showing their band support. All are ready for the anticipation of what was to come. You can feel the excitement, the energy as the band start to take the field. They walk into the arena to applause and pageantry. This is their day. This is their time. Norfolk State University, Tennessee State University, Southern University, North Carolina A&T State University, Jackson State University, Bethune Cookman University, Talladega College, Langston University. The National Battle of the Bands present A Salute to the Battle. You have never seen a show like this. Electrifying, groundbreaking, unparalleled. The 2021 Cracker Barrel National Battle of the Bands, presented by Pepsi Zero Sugar, is the kickoff celebration of HBCU marching band season. 8 bands are invited to participate for the opportunity to get over $200,000 in scholarships. The event also highlights a focus on youth and community engagement, college recruitment, esports, and entrepreneurship.
The National Battle of the Band partnerships are super important to us. Their support of this program makes it sustainable and makes it doable. So for us, with the Harris County Houston Sports Authority, what they bring to the table, and all of our partners across the board, it really makes the program impactful, and it makes the program continue to go year in and year out. It's not a small task at hand to make this program as robust as it is. We're able to invite 8 area bands from across the country to support them through travel, hotel, and food, and as well as the scholarship money that goes directly back to the kids and the universities. So this is a big project in which that our partners really help fuel this and make this go year in and year out.
The event would not be possible without the support of various partners. These partners not only offer financial and resources assistance, but they provide opportunities to the participating bands and the Houston community.
We want to be the largest African American event in the United States. We certainly are the largest in Texas, but we want to expand that and be the largest in the USA. And maybe even have a year-round presence here in Houston. It has the potential to, for sure, the way that our community has embraced it. The volunteers, it's our #1 appreciation event, so we allow anyone who volunteers with us on other events to pick an event, and they love this one.
Well, Houston is one of the most diverse communities in America, and an opportunity to celebrate that diversity through a major event was something that was really appealing to us. It's something that really ties in with our organization's focus to do great things in Houston. We're very proud to have partnered with Harris County Houston Sports Authority and Weber Marketing to make that event a reality here at NRG Stadium each and every year. You bring a showcase event like this to Houston, you want to continue to see it grow and grow, not only in the attendance, but in the impact it makes on the Houston community. Focus on that customer experience. Create unique memories for the fans, the student athletes, the administrators, and grow the impact that we're having on the Houston community in a positive way through the event.
Well, this is our second year partnering with the National Battle of the Bands. And I tell you, the first year was amazing. And you think about the idea of music and how important it is to a brand like Pepsi. So being able to partner with something as culturally grounded as historically Black college and university bands is quite amazing. So actually a great example of how this partnership really drives culture from a brand perspective. I was actually inspired last year attending the National Battle of the Bands, and we actually decided to do a national campaign. That commercial was inspired by our partnership with the National Battle of the Bands, and the idea of it was really to lift all tides across HBCU music, but also across all HBCUs. And so there'll be more content like that to come, but definitely this partnership inspired the amplification of that creative.
There could be no Battle of the Bands without the bands. 8 schools are selected from the hundreds of HBCU marching bands to compete for the opportunity of scholarship money, national exposure, and bragging rights among the band community and their fans.
This is the Super Bowl, equivalent of the Super Bowl for NFL players for band members. So there's not a lot of pep talks needed at all. I've been to their practices every night this week, and they're excited. They're all ears with the band director because they know it doesn't get any larger than this. For Langston University, this is a really big deal. About 10 years ago, our band was 34 members in size. We come in this weekend over 200. We'll be at almost 230. It's no secret that students at HBCUs, most HBCUs have a predominant makeup of first-generation college students. Langston University is no different. In fact, over 70% of our student body is first-generation college student. The reason I mention that is because if typically, or quite normally, if you're a first-generation college student, it means that you probably have a greater challenge to pay for school. So for our students, this scholarship money that's coming as a result of performing here, for some of our students, it's the difference of them remaining in school or not. So it's a really, really big deal for Langston University.
Our students are incredibly excited. They're excited to demonstrate their music artistry as well as their marching behaviors, but also to be a beacon of Norfolk State University. Our students are very talented, not only musically, but in the classroom. And so we're all excited for them, and they're excited that we could be here and that they can be on a national stage and have perhaps for many of them, once-in-a-lifetime experience. Being in the Battle of the Band really allows our students, one, an opportunity to travel, which is very important to us that they get exposure, but also the opportunity to compete with their peers in a friendly way, but also thinking about what they want to do and where they want to go in the world. And so Battle of the Band is an exposure opportunity that our students might not otherwise have. It also is an experience of competition and focus. And they are very focused, very well prepared, and they get the opportunity to demonstrate that.
Hi, my name is Jabari Morgan, General Manager of Sales and Client Relations for Weber Marketing, former member of the Human Jukebox at the Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
So first of all, you see how they already take the from us? That's how you know you want to imitate a great band. I'm Cortez Bryant, the CEO of the Blueprint Group, and I represent the Sonic Boom in the South. I'm a graduate of Jackson State University. I'm the expert on this panel. That's why they got me here. He's nervous. He want to say knowing that's our moniker. But it's all good. It's going to be fun today.
See how your children get triggered? This portion of the show, we're going to look at our stand battles from the 2021 National Battle of Bands. The first matchup we have is Bethune Cookman University versus Jackson State University.
The Jackson State
Jackson State University. I'm interested to see what Jackson's going to do during this segment.
You know what we're going to do.
So you think about Bethune Cookman and Jackson State when we look at, you know, what they did collectively between the two.
Yep.
You know, we look at musicality, we look at execution, we look at, you know, tone, and showmanship and excitement. And I think both bands did what they do well in each one of those categories.
You know, like you said, they do what they do well. You know what I'm saying? So the in sync movements in the stands, and you know the singing along, and sometimes that's crowd pleasers.
And Jackson State played I think a tune that was just recently out, so they captured what's the excitement part of, like, you know, that was on the radio. J. Cole, My Life album just dropped and was getting a lot of traction. So the fact that they was able to learn it in that short period of time and execute it the way they did, thought it was pretty unique. So our next battle we have is between Langston University and Tennessee State. Tennessee State has been to the National Battle of Bands before. This is Langston's first year. Okay. So I'm excited to see what Langston.
Yeah, I'm excited too. They don't really get travel a lot. So you know, it's good that they're in this type of platform to kind of show their skills to the rest of the band world.
Langston University coming down for the first time and going against a
established program like Tennessee State.
Langston, I think the band director has only been there a couple of years, so
I was surprised. There was a small band, but they packed the punch.
The small bands, I like bands that stay within their size and don't try to play beyond their range. Tennessee State, I mean, they played, you know, a song that was very familiar too, and they stuck to tradition and what they do with on high level as well. Like they were just in.
Tubas was barking. They had some aggression in there. So this next round of the stand battles for the 2021 National Battle of the Bands is between North Carolina A&T and that university in Baton Rouge Southern. Let's see how this goes. That was a good battle, you know. I think definitely Southern did Southern.
I mean, at Southern, there's such a standard of excellence with all our sections. You hear a full band. And so I think a lot of people misconceive loud with, you know,
play
not
that back
full
and
band.
let me hear piccolo.
You hear trumpet. North Carolina A&T was very, very excellent in their presentation. I mean, they had musicality, they had range. You know, they had a melody and they came with Shaka Khan at the end. So they gave you a little bit of entertainment.
So this next round is between Talladega College and Norfolk State University. I'm looking forward to this one. Let's go. I appreciate musicality. That's one thing that Norfolk just shined with. You know what I'm saying?
Talladega went first.
Shout out to, I'm talking about what I enjoyed. I'm letting you know.
So you didn't enjoy Talladega?
I'm starting off. Shout out Mr. Bethune, my old percussion instructor at Jackson State. He's over at Norfolk State, man. You know.
That's what it is. You want
So, but definitely you heard the musicianship was there. You know, it was probably the best all day that I've heard, you know, with that tune. Talladega, it's amazing what Miguel Bonds, the director, Dr. Bonds, I'm sorry, no disrespect, Dr. Bonds, New Orleans legend, did with that program in a couple years.
Where did he attend school?
That he's been there. They definitely resemble the school that he came from, though, because that's all you heard was loudness and brass. You heard the aggression.
Well, you think about, you know, all the bands that are presented, and what we do for the culture is we want to shine a light on all the bands that go out there, because at the end of the day, it's about the student musicians.
You know, building this national battle of the bands, what's needed, having this spotlight, you know, these brands that's connected to them, to these kids, and allowing them to have this type of platform is definitely commendable. You know what I'm saying? I've been a band head since I got out of the band, you know, and I love what you guys are doing to push the culture forward, and I'm here to help in any way that I can.
Preparing for the National Battle of the Bands is unique in a sense, and the reason why it's unique is simply because it starts at the beginning of the season, and so that's a time in where we are actually preparing the students to be a part of the pedigree of the sonic boom of the South, and so that's no easy task normally. So it is a lot different for preparing for a football game because you're coming right out of band camp, kind of adjusted into a mainstream and a large event. And it also provides opportunity for the students to go out of town and travel at the beginning of the year as well. So all of the preparation, even though it differs from preparing for a regular football game, is well worth it at the end of the day.
Get everybody on your feet, because we about to do it right now. It has just begun, the 2021 Cracker Barrel National Battle of the Bands. Presented by Pepsi Zero Sugar. We going all the way to Alabama. We going to get that band from Talladega, the Great Tornadoes.
Let's go old school. Listen to Tony, Tony, Tony. It feels good. In the field as the exquisite Dega Diamonds perform to Miley Cyrus, Prisoner.
We gotta go to Oklahoma and pick up the men and women of Langston University. It's the Marching Pride.
Presenting the three elements of the universe, earth, wind, and fire. It's the incomparable sound of the Langston University Marching Pride Band. Precision drill to the group that brought Black Wall Street to York Street. The Langston alum, the original Uncle Charlie, Greenwood, Orchard, and Pine. You dropped the bomb on me. Twirling those beautiful colors of the opulent orange and the brilliant blue that is known as Langston University are the Flash and Fire flag line under the field direction of Miss Ashley Harris.
We done been to Oklahoma. Let's go to Virginia right now. Pick up Norfolk State, the Marching Legion Spartan Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold the green and gold. Ladies and gentlemen, the Spartan Legion welcomes you back to the 80s with a drill of patterns in motion with precision personified to the real thing by the Brothers Johnson. Some claim to be heavyweights, while some claim to be kings. But the Spartan Legion is the real thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get back on the field with the bands. We going to the home of my man David Banner, the M.I. Crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. It's the sonic boom of Jackson State University.
The scholarship money is monumental to any program, be it HBCU or PWI. I mean, students are always looking for financial backing to help supplement their college degree and their college endeavors. So with that being said, the scholarship money that the National Battle of the Bands provides is outstanding. So without that financial aid and that financial relief, you know, they may be worrying about how they're going to pay for school. They may be worried about if they can come to school at all and actually maintain and stay within the band program. And so those monies help out an awful lot because it helps transform a student's future and it helps catapult them in the direction that they need to go to be successful to get their college degree.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we head back to the field. Yes, sir, we're going to Tennessee, the Aristocrat Band of Tennessee State University.
From the land of golden sunshine, 3500 John A. Merritt Boulevard, Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, I present to you the 2021 internationally acclaimed Tennessee State University Aristocrat Bands. We're going old school today. You called and told me. Jeff Red, let's go. Aristocrat Bands has performed all over the world. NFL and NBA games, presidential inaugurations, and the first HBCU band to perform on the presidential line for our forever president, President Barack Obama. And in January 2022, You will see the world-famous AOB perform in Pasadena, California for the Rose Bowl Parade. Let's go! If you're in high school right now, make some noise. Where are my seniors at? Make some noise, seniors.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get back to the field? Here we go. You already know what's about to happen. We going to my home state. They call it the greatest homecoming on earth. Can I get it one time if you're in the building? Aggie pride. Give it up for the gold and blue marching machine of North Carolina A&T State University.
Anybody, stand to your feet and let me hear you make some noise for the North Carolina A&T State University Blue and Gold Marching Machine. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody blows like the Blue and Gold Marching Machine. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Sit back and relax as the Blue and Gold Marching Machine takes you downfield with a 1980 smash hit by the Brother Johnsons entitled Stop. For 6 straight years, USA News has ranked one school at the top of its list. And for 6 straight years, that school has been none other than North Carolina A&T State University. Now, all my Aggies in the house, let me hear you make some noise.
All right, y'all. Where are my Wildcat fans at? Make some noise! From Daytona Beach, Florida, the marching Wildcats at Bethune Cookman University.
From the pantheon of drum majors, greatness personified, the icons, the legendary horsemen. Third, Fourth, Fifth Wards, Frenchtown, Sunnyside, Double Bayou, H-Town. It's showtime. Director of Bands, Dr. Donovan B. Wells. Assistant Directors, James Protea, Pedro Ore, Breeshawn Watson, Nicky Roberts, The Voice, Ken Moore. A tribute to the mid-1970s, Bruno Mars. Skate. H-Town. Grab a pair of skates and act like you got on skates.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen 7 other bands tonight hit the field. All right, now it's time to turn off the radio and turn on the human jukebox. Y'all give it up for Southern University.
The human jukebox will now take you through a high-stepping precision drill under the sounds of the whispers. The tune is called And Now the Beat Goes On. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, notice the rock, the high step, the moving, and the grooving. Oh, the Southern University Marching Band is often imitated, but never ever duplicated. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you're experiencing an optical illusion. Poetry in motion. Houston, Texas, you're being entertained by the greatest of all time.
The event is super important to the community and our HBCUs that we serve because it creates an opportunity for scholarships through music, arts, and education, and it really propels our HBCUs to keep them relevant and sustainable. Scholarship opportunities that we provide to our HBCU participating bands goes directly to their programs and really fuels students to stay in school. Being able to support them financially through scholarships makes a tremendous mark on our community.
The scholarship money will be very important, particularly for our band members. We're always trying to close gaps. We put a lot of money into the band and the band students because we want them to be able to participate in band. And this will close the gap for a number of our students for whom it would be difficult to be at the university without this support. So many of our students work, and they work because they have to. And this kind of money helps our students not to have to work and be able to concentrate both on their classwork and on their band work.
Future goals for the event. Continue to bring more and more opportunities to youth, to our community, continue to be dedicated to provide scholarship funds to not only the participating bands, but young up-and-coming talented musicians, not only here in Houston, but across the country, and just to really celebrate the HBCU culture and everything that is the Southern hospitality that we have here in Houston.
To be the head drum major for the Sonic Boom of the South, all I can say is I'm just grateful, you know, it's just a blessing. And I'm not even saying that just to say it, but I'm actually saying it because it taught me a lot. You know, I was the first person to come to college. You know, my mother and my father didn't come to college, so, you know, when I got my scholarship, you know, that was something big for me. You know, realizing, like I said, that I was rewarded this scholarship, realizing that I actually practiced for my audition, did my audition, and got a scholarship, and now I'm here. You know, that's really like meant a lot to me, knowing that I ain't have money for school for real. So when I did get my scholarship, it was like, okay, them people actually want me here. What? The school actually want me here. Jackson State actually want me here. That was the excitement in me. So scholarship saves a lot of lives.
In 2 years, the success of the National Battle of the Bands has garnered a growing respect for the brand and has attracted new partners to the event.
We are so excited to partner with the National Battle of the Bands with something that is so important to our students, and that's music. Additionally, we'll have the opportunity to partner with financial literacy and different events that will happen over the course of the event. It is absolutely a great opportunity for us to get out there with them and show pride in not only the music, but in them. And that's what we do with the National Battle of the Bands. There's absolutely a history with J.P. Morgan Chase and historically black colleges and universities, because we recognize to minimize the racial wealth gap, we absolutely have to invest in education in our black and brown communities. We've partnered with Howard University, Paul Quinn College, and most recently, Texas Southern University, where we donated $1 million focused on their Future Bankers Leaders program.
This year marks the 3rd year of the National Battle of the Bands. We are excited about the opportunities and possibilities. We know this event will transform lives, engage the community, and support and uplift HBCU marching bands. See you in Houston, the weekend of August 27th.